Clint Eastwood is considered one of Hollywood's biggest icons. However, his life encompasses much more than what we see on the silver screen. Eastwood captures attention not only with his career, but also with the dramatic moments in his personal life. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Clint Eastwood was born on May 31, 1930, in San Francisco. His family began calling him Samson at a young age because he weighed a full 11 pounds at birth. Eastwood's roots trace back to some of America's oldest families. With English, Irish, Scottish, and Dutch ancestry, Clint is a direct descendant of William Bradford, who arrived on the Mayflower, making him a 12th-generation American. Eastwood's childhood was quite dynamic. Due to his father's job, the family frequently moved until they finally settled in Piedmont, California. At that time, Clint's family was quite affluent. They lived in a house with a swimming pool, had club memberships, and each parent had their own car. Clint's father worked as an executive at Georgia Pacific, while his mother took an office job at IBM. Clint's school years were far from stellar. He attended Piedmont Junior High School, where he struggled academically and often had to repeat grades, even attending summer school. His high school years were even more challenging. He started at Piedmont High School in 1945, but faced issues due to his rebellious behavior. After writing an obscene message to a school official and setting fire to an effigy on school grounds, he was expelled. He then transferred to Oakland Technical High School, but whether he graduated remains unclear. A classmate hinted that Clint spent more time in the aircraft workshop, implying that he never finished school. During this period, Clint took on various jobs, including lifeguard, paperboy, grocery clerk, firefighter, battling forest fires, and golf caddy to make ends meet. In 1951, Eastwood's plans to enroll at Seattle University were derailed when he was drafted into the Army during the Korean War. However, Clint was not in the thick of the action. Although he often portrayed himself as a war hero, he actually served as a lifeguard at Fort Ord in Northern California. The most dramatic event of his military years occurred when a plane he was on ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific Ocean as he was returning from a date in Seattle. Eastwood and the pilot swam 2 miles to safety. This incident is considered one of the pivotal moments in his life. Clint Eastwood's entry into Hollywood was anything but ordinary. At a young age, Clint was involved in numerous romantic relationships, and in 1953, he met and soon married Margaret "Maggie" Johnson. However, this relationship was fraught with challenges and scandals. Clint's first child, Laurie, was born from an affair with another woman, a fact that remained hidden until 2018. Despite many difficulties, Clint made a breakthrough in Hollywood with his role in the TV series Rawhide in 1959. However, even during this period, his personal life continued to be tumultuous. He had a long-term relationship with dancer and stuntwoman Roxanne Tunis, and in 1964, they had a daughter named Kimber. This relationship and Kimber's existence also remained a secret for many years. Clint Eastwood's love life was nearly as complicated as his career. While married to Maggie Johnson, he fell in love with many women, and these relationships often made headlines. His relationship with Sondra Locke was particularly infamous in Hollywood. During his time with Locke, Clint had relationships with several other women. He even changed the locks on the house they shared and kicked her out, creating a huge media scandal. Locke's lawsuit against Clint turned into a long legal battle that lasted for years. During this period, Clint continued to be involved with many women, highlighting the complexities of his love life once again. After a long-spanning career, Clint Eastwood now leads a very quiet and private life. However, this silence hides a much more complex and tragic past than it appears. Particularly in recent years, the losses he has experienced and his health issues have deeply affected the legendary actor's life. His relationship with Christina Sandera was a source of solace for him. Sandera is known as the last great love of Eastwood's life, but her sudden death plunged Clint back into deep loneliness and grief. This loss further shook his already fragile mental state. Old friends say he spends most of his time at his home in Carmel, California, and only sees his closest circle. Eastwood has overcome many challenges and scandals in his career, but Sandera's death left a deep mark on his life. Clint Eastwood's later years have also been overshadowed by health issues. Due to his advanced age, his health has become increasingly fragile. According to those close to him, some of the health problems he's been experiencing have begun to take a toll on him, both physically and mentally. Although he still wants to remain productive, these health issues have forced him to slow down his work pace. The giant of the film world is now facing perhaps the greatest challenge of his career, confronting his own fragility and the ghosts of his past. While Clint Eastwood may be living a quiet life today, there are deep tragedies and heartbreaking stories behind that silence. Clint Eastwood will go down in history not just as an actor and director, but also for the ups and downs of his personal life. What do you think? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.